Mr. Chairman, sir, I take this opportunity to thank you for allowing me to call the attention of the Honorable Minister in charge, Forest and Environment, under Rule 54(1) of the Rules of Procedure and Conduct of Business to the news item published in the Meghalaya dated 3rd March 2022 under the caption, Residents Dump Garbage Turn Umkhen River into Drain. Sir, there was one paper also, the Shillong Times, which the same subject, which was appear in this Shillong Times on February 22nd, 2022. River Umkhen on its death throes. Does anyone care? Honorable Chairman, sir, we are living in a state of paradox. On one hand, we have the rest of the country showering praises on our state for the crystal clear Umngot River. On the other hand, we have the Umkhen River, which is no longer suited to be called a river and is slowly changing into a drain. It is also the site where residents of the area dump their garbage, which then flows into the surrounding areas during the rainy season. In a recent report by the Meghalayan, the news clipping of which I have submitted, dump clothes, shoes, plastic waste, liquor bottles, and other waste were found near the riverside in Madanrating. The residents of Thembasuk, Madanrating, Block D and E, and Jinta village have already raised concerns about the pollution of the water and stated that it is no longer suitable to be used for any purpose. It is sad and ironic that this same river was recognized as a fish conservation area in 2012 and was said to have the potential of generating income and employment to the youth. In the same year, a warning was also issued wherein any individual who was found destroying aquatic lives of the river for their own personal benefits would be fined Rs 50,000. It seems like such a proclamation is redundant, if not enforced in letter and spirit, and this has been the case with the Umkhen River. While I take this opportunity to speak about the Umkhen, the status of other rivers across Meghalaya is also dire and needs to be highlighted in general. In a study conducted by the Meghalaya Basin Management Agency in 2021, it was found that 43% of the rivers in Meghalaya are polluted. The study found the highest percentage of pollution in the Jainti Hills, where mining pollution of rivers is rampant, second in Khasi Hills, which is then followed by Garu Hills. Over the years, the State Public Health Engineering PHE department has been receiving numerous complaints about the poor quality of water being supplied to homes. Every assembly session takes up a discussion on this topic. In 2019, a public interest litigation, PIL, and an own motion by the Honorable Meghalaya High Court pointed to the urgency of the matter of river pollution across Meghalaya. It was pointed out that unchecked sand mining and unchecked urbanization, improper waste disposal along the catchment areas, and other developmental activities in the ecologically sensitive regions have caused deterioration in water quality. This was also admitted by the Meghalaya State Assembly Committee on Environment. In 2020, the same committee had furthermore stated that the Umsherpi and Umkra rivers are on the list of the country's most polluted rivers. Today's rivers of Meghalaya are therefore characterized by high turbidity due to heavy presence of soil and other particles in the rivers, which raises the chemical content of the rivers and makes the water unfit for any sort of use. The Umkhen River is no different, Mr. Chairman, sir. It is a victim of the same kind of pollution, which is rampant all across Meghalaya. I am aware of the fact that recently an order under Section 144 CRPC was passed by the District Magistrate in charge of East Khasi Hills, prohibiting dumping of solid waste along the stretch of the river. Of course, it is a welcome step to limit causing more health hazard and environmental damage in the area. But this is not it. We have to think of two things. First, what is a more permanent solution to stop such activities and preserve our rivers? And second, what tangible step can be taken to rejuvenate the Umkhen River for the dumping of garbage and pollutants which has taken place in the past? Coming to the first, we have to think of stricter solution and, more importantly, check the implementation of such solution. Having provision of fines is not enough if we cannot detect who are the culprits causing pollution. Most industries causing pollution tend to get away after payment of fines, which are very insignificant portion of their profits. More often than not, there is a drag in the payments as well, if not challenged legally. These measures have to be taken now before it's too late. With regards to the second point, it is very encouraging that our state is taking many measures under the Honorable Minister of Forests and Environment, Shri James Sangma. Recently, under his leadership, the state piloted the concept of using algae for cleaning up the bluish Lukha River, a process known as field chlorimidation. I have been told it has shown tangible results and has potential to be scaled up across the state for other damaged rivers of our state. We need more such intervention alongside stringent laws which are creative. Lastly, I would request the concerned department to undertake a study on why people are dumping their waste into the river. The areas through which the Umkhen River passes are also areas which have improper garbage dumping facilities and waste management. This needs to be studied whether dumping is due to the fact that there is no proper area of disposal. In conclusion, our state is celebrating 50th years of statehood. This year, one of the primary objectives of statehood is also the beautification of the state. The reality of beautification should not be what we see as Wa Umkra, Lukha or River Umkhen. We should live up to the fame our state is given by the rest of the country. A state where spring and rivers are source of crystal clear and fresh water, where the biodiversity is rich and where the flora is giving us fresh air to breathe. It might be a cliched moniker to call Shillong the Scotland of the East, but if we do not act on our state fast, we might soon lose this tag. Sir, I strongly feel and to appeal the Honourable Minister in charge and also the government to take up this matter very seriously, because this river Umkhen is like a lifeline river, providing drinking water and also water for agriculture to many villages down the line, especially up to Minriang village, which is the last village of our constituency and goes to Block 1 and Block 2. So I sincere request to the government to take up this matter very seriously, and also to urge the government and appeal the government to work and to coordinate with the Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council. Actually, the council has already passed the solid waste management bill. So if we, from the government side, could coordinate in solving this problem with the state government and the district council, it will help a lot. And also to take the Dorbar Shnong along on board to solve this issue. With these few words, sir, I resume my seat. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, sir. At the outset, Mr. Chairman, sir, I would like to thank the honourable member from Sorangkham for bringing this calling attention notice on this very, very important and also at the same time pertinent issue. Sir, let me assure the honourable member at the very outset, sir, that I share the kind of concerns that he has as an individual and as a minister in charge of forest and environment about the delicate position and situation that our rivers are facing right now. And that's why today I'm very happy, and I would like to thank the honourable member for bringing this motion up, because it gives me an opportunity to explain a few of the things and the kind of challenges that we as a state are facing when it comes to taking care of our very, very precious rivers, sir. Sir, the honourable member has referred to a newspaper clipping which appeared in the Meghalayan on the 3rd of March 2022. And this is regarding dumping of garbage and waste into the river Umkhen, and basically turning the river into a drain, sir. Sir, it is reported in the newspaper that residents of Madan Riting locality, they have been dumping garbage into the Umkhen river. This area, sir, falls outside the jurisdiction of the Shillong Municipal Board, and the waste management and disposal is being looked after by the localities of Madan Riting, Themasuk and nearby villages within their respective jurisdictions, sir. The honourable member is very correct in saying that the Umkhen is a source of water supply for the Shillong municipality. It is also water which is used for agriculture irrigation purposes, and it is also, sir, a source of water for about 2,500 households in the eastern part of Shillong city, sir. I wanted to first just lay certain facts just to explain the kind of challenges that are there when it comes to taking care of our rivers, sir. So the Meghalaya State Pollution Control Board, which is under the Forest Department, sir. So under the Solid Waste Management Rules of 2016, the MSPCB is mandated only to, sir, monitor, to give advisories, to go and inspect where such kind of pollution of rivers is taking place. But however, sir, when it comes to enforcing these rules, the MSPCB can only enforce these rules through local bodies, through the Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council, because the Umkhen falls outside the municipal area, sir. And in some areas where the rivers are falling under the municipal areas, we can only enforce these rules through urban area development, urban affairs development departments, sir. So therefore, sir, the Forest Department through the Meghalaya State Pollution Control Board plays the role of mainly monitoring and giving advisories, sir. To that extent, sir, the Forest Department has asked the Deputy Commissioner to conduct inspection and submit report on the matter pertaining to the Umkhen River. According to the Dorbar, sir, many residents are complying with waste management system, including commercial establishments. However, sir, there are many cases of dumping of garbage still continuing into the river by certain violators. There is also a signage which has been erected by the Dorbar Shnong prohibiting dumping of garbage into the Umkhen River and the imposition of penalty of rupees 1,000 on these violators who continue to dump garbage, sir. The Forest Department has also asked the Meghalaya State Pollution Control Board to conduct inspections, and it was observed that there are 3 major dumping points within Madan Riting village and 1 dumping point near the boundary wall of the Assam Regiment. So all the dumping points are located adjacent to the stream or the river Umkhen, sir. Sir, I would also like to, for the knowledge of the Honourable Member and this August House, also inform you that there is a dispute with regard to the Umkhen River. In September 2020, a complaint was filed by the residents of Madan Riting about the retaining wall construction by Assam Regiment. This has reduced the width of the river, affecting the natural course of the river, sir. So I would like to spell out a few of the immediate steps that we have taken, that the government has taken to address this issue. So firstly, the state government is enforcing the Solid Waste Management Rules 2016 for scientific waste management and disposal. Under the Northeastern Region Capital Cities Development Investment Program, awareness campaigns for waste management have been conducted by the Urban Affairs Department. 4,094 household bins have been provided to the Madan Riting locality for storage and segregation of waste. 30 numbers of twin litter bins have also been given to locality for storage and disposal of street litter. So 2 vehicles have also been handed over to the locality for collection and transportation of waste. The locality truck transports this waste to the sanitary landfill at Martin, sir. Thirdly, sir, the matter has also been brought to the notice of the Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council for necessary intervention. The KHADC was informed that a joint meeting will be convened with the local headman of Mosh Buid, Madan Riting, and the commandant of both 58 GTC, that is the Gorkha Training Center, and the Assam Regiment Center to address the issue of garbage dumping into Umkhen River. It is also informed that the KHADC will come out with a plan for rejuvenation of the river Umkhen, sir. Sir, as was already mentioned by the Honourable Member, that the Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council has passed a waste management bill which will hopefully address the issue of waste management in the scheduled areas, sir. And we are constantly in touch with the KHADC, sir, regarding this matter, because the challenge lies in the coordination, interdepartmental work that we can come together and do it, sir. Because as I said, the MSPCB has a very limited mandate to address this issue. However, sir, the state level advisory committee has already been constituted in the year 2017, which will look into also this matter, sir. Apart from that, sir, the Deputy Commissioner of East Khasi Hills District has imposed prohibitory order on the 9th of March 2022 under Section 144 CRPC to prohibit dumping of solid waste along the stretch of Umkhen. We believe, sir, that this will help and go a long way in ensuring that people will not throw waste and garbage into the river, sir. So the Meghalaya State Pollution Control Board has also written to the Urban Affairs Department, the District Council Affairs Department, and the Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council, informing about garbage dumping and passed necessary instructions to all the headmans to ensure collection, segregation, and disposal of solid waste and penalize the violators. MSPCB has also issued numerous public notices both in English and in Khasi on the 13th of February 2017, on the 5th of June 2017, on the 14th of December 2020, prohibiting burning, throwing, burying of waste and waste on streets, open spaces and water bodies, etc. Sir. The MSPCB has also issued public notice on 10th of March 2022 prohibiting dumping waste into Umkhen River and direction to local authorities to ensure compliance to the provisions of the Solid Waste Management Rules 2016. So since the area falls outside the purview of the Shillong Municipal Board, it requires intervention from the KHADC, the headman and local people of the area, the Urban Affairs Department and the Deputy Commissioner to address this issue of garbage dumping into Umkhen River. Having said that, sir, the Forest Department and the MSPCB, we are seeking ways and means by which the collaboration of all these departments can take place in a very, very smooth manner so that these kind of issues can be taken up and resolved, sir. I was also extremely saddened to hear when Honorable Member mentioned that the Umkhen River, which has become a cesspool, which has become sort of a drain today, sir, used to be at one point of time a fish conservation area. That is in the year 2012. It deeply saddens me, sir, that from a fish conservation area today it has become a drain, sir. And this is something that we will, sir, take up under the River Rejuvenation Committee, sir, which, as you know, sir, has been constituted, and the PCCF, the Principal Chief Conservator of Forest and Hof, is the chairperson of this committee, sir, and the committee has prepared an action plan, and under this, sir, there are 7 rivers in the state of Meghalaya, and different committees at the district levels, and these rivers are basically in East Khasi Hills, Umkhen and Umshirpi, in West Jente Hills, the Mintudu River, in East Jente Hills, the Luka and the Kirhokla River, and in Ribhoi, the Umtru, and in West Khasi Hills, the Nauba River, sir. So these 7 rivers have been taken up under the River Rejuvenation Committee to focus on how these rivers can be rejuvenated and can be brought back to its normal state, sir. I would like to inform the honorable member that we will actively take up River Umkhen also under the River Rejuvenation Committee, so that a special focus can be given on trying to rejuvenate this river at the earliest. So the honorable member had also mentioned about River Luka, which, as we all know, was infamous because of its deep bluish tinge of color that it used to have a few years back, and that happens because of acid mine drainage, and also because of a lot of alkaline elements flowing into the river from the limestone mine areas. However, sir, I'm very happy to inform the House that a FICO remediation project was taken up on a pilot basis at Luka River, sir, and it has shown tremendous results. And today we can witness the fact that the tangible results are that Luka has finally started to go back to its normal state in terms of its pH balance, and FICO remediation, which is a method, it's a it's a bioremedy, sir, wherein algae is used to bring back the pH balance of the river. And this success has sort of pushed us to take this project up in other rivers as well, whereby we can take this up, sir. So therefore, sir, such kind of interventions are happening, sir. And Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm happy that because of the interest shown by the honourable member, sir, we are also, as a government, very keen on extending this kind of phycoremediation to as many rivers as possible. And recently, sir, we are exploring implementing this, scaling this project of phycoremediation on a bigger scale at River Luka, and as necessary, wherever we found necessary, we will also be taking this up in other rivers, maybe probably at Umkhen as well. However, sir, I believe that once we have the River Umkhen as one of the rivers to be taken up by the River Rejuvenation Committee, I believe that we will be able to focus in a concerted manner, because as I had mentioned, many departments are there for which a lot of collaboration needs to take place. And this River Rejuvenation Committee has members in the form of directors of the Urban Development Department, the Director of Industries, and also, of course, the Meghalaya State Pollution Control Board, the member secretary of the MSPCB being also a member, and along with the PCCF Hof, who is the chairman of this committee, sir. So once again, sir, I thank the honorable member for bringing this very important and pertinent subject and this issue to the House, sir. As he had mentioned about many of the other rivers, Umkhen, and other rivers which are also facing such kind of similar issues. Sir, it is something that the government is very keen on taking it up, and we hope that with the kind of slow changes, yet steady changes, we will be able to bring back these rivers from the brink of total destruction, and we'll be able to rejuvenate these rivers, sir. So I hope, sir, that I have been able to address whatever the honourable member had mentioned, and with these words, sir, I would like to resume my seat. Thank you, sir.
Sir, I would like to once again take this opportunity to thank the Honourable Minister in charge of Forest and Environment for his reply, and also for his swift action on this matter by asking the DC to submit a report on this matter, and also already imposed Section 144 under CRPC on those areas. So, just to apprise the Honourable Minister, when crossing that River Umkhen from Madanting towards Jintak village, that is under our constituency, we could see, sir, there are some surrounding by those riverside. There are cremation place. So I'd like to ask the Honourable Minister to inform the DC about this, and also to there are some residents staying on the riverside, very close to the river, having those toilets, I think, without septic tank. So those are also a very serious, sir. So I request the Honourable Minister to take note of this. Thank you, sir.
Yes, I have taken notes.